The Social Network from 2010. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another Patreon request movie coming at you guys on the channel here today from the homie That's So Gordo. Shout out to him for requesting this over on Patreon, man. The Social Network. Obviously have not seen this before. This is a first time watch, but I do believe this is supposed to be a movie based on the creation of Facebook on Mark Zuckerberg. So I'm super excited to check this out. I don't know too much about it. I just know Mark Zuckerberg, you know, he originally created Facebook back in the early 2000s, and you know, that's really it. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see this story, and I love seeing these types of stories too, because they're kind of, I'd say, almost inspirational, right? To see, especially nowadays with what we know what Facebook has become, to see the kind of origin story of it and see where it began and how it was created, and probably see the trials and tribulations he went through too. Again, I don't know how accurate this movie is going to be to what actually happened, but I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. So guys, I'm gonna stop wasting time. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop into this movie. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys will see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to a bunch of other stuff I'm doing if you guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop into this movie.
How do you distinguish yourself in a population?
Zombieland.
We all got 1,600 on their SATs.
I didn't know they take SATs in China.
They don't. I wasn't talking about China anymore. I was talking about me.
You got a 1,600?
Yes, I could sing in an acapella group, but I can't
Does that
sing.
mean you actually got nothing
I
wrong?
could row crew or invent a $25 PC.
You know, from a woman's perspective, sometimes not singing in an acapella group is a good thing.
This is serious.
On the other hand, I do like guys who row crew.
Well, I can't do that.
I was kidding.
Yes, I got nothing wrong with the test.
Have you ever tried
I'm trying right now.
to row crew?
To get into a final club. To row crew? No, are you like, whatever, delusional?
Maybe it's just sometimes you say two things at once. I'm not sure which one I'm supposed to be aiming at.
He keeps switching back and forth, man. His mind's going a million miles per minute.
Is it true that they send a bus around to pick up girls who want to party with the next Fed chairman?
So you can see why it's so important to get in.
Okay, well, which is the easiest to get into?
Why would you ask me that?
I was just asking.
None of them. That's the point. My friend Eduardo made $300,000 betting oil futures one summer, and Eduardo won't come close to getting in. The ability to make money doesn't impress anybody around here.
Must be nice. You made $300,000 in the summer?
He likes me.
It's a nice
to
chunk of
I said it was oil
change.
futures. You're obsessed with finals clubs. You have finals clubs OCD, and you need to see someone about it.
Final clubs, not finals clubs.
Dude, his mind is going crazy.
Just saying I need to do something substantial in order to get the attention of the clubs.
Why?
Because they're exclusive and fun, and they lead to a better life.
Teddy Roosevelt
Supposedly.
didn't get elected president because he was a member of the Phoenix. Well, why don't you just concentrate on being the best you can be?
Did you really just say that?
I was kidding.
So cliche.
If I get in, I will be taking you to the events and the gatherings, and you'll be meeting a lot of people you wouldn't normally get to meet.
That could be taken bad.
I'm not dating anymore, I'm sorry.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not. You're gonna introduce me to people I wouldn't normally have the chance to meet.
Like
What
I
the
said.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm sorry, I mean it.
I appreciate that, but I have to go see.
Come on, you don't have to study, let's just talk.
I can't.
Why?
Because it is exhausting. Dating you is like dating a stairmaster.
All I meant is that you're not likely to... Just saying that you go to BU, I was stating a fact, that's all, and if it seemed rude, then of course I apologize.
I have to go study.
You don't have to study.
Why do you keep saying I don't have to?
Bro, he's just pissing her off more.
You are probably going to be a very successful computer person. But you're going to go through life thinking that girls don't like you because you're a nerd. And I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that that won't be true. It'll be because you're an asshole.
He just doesn't have a filter, man. He says what he thinks. You know what I mean? He doesn't sugarcoat anything. If a thought comes to mind, he says it. They were literally having two conversations at the same time, and he was just switching back and forth between the two randomly. And the fact that she could keep up with him is impressive on her part, right? Because not everybody's like that. On top of that, dude, it's like, I told you that could be taken the wrong way. Like, the second he said that comment, I knew it wasn't gonna bode well for him. Hey, that's that throwback, man. I used to have one of those. All the essentials: Red Bull, beer, Mountain Dew.
Erica Albright's a bitch. Do you think that's because her family changed their name from Albrecht? Or do you think it's because all BU girls are bitches?
Bro, my man said I gotta get this out right now.
She may look like a 34C, but she's getting all kinds of help from our friends at Victoria's Secret. She's a 34B, as in barely anything there. False advertising.
Damn, bro. My man had to get home quick as fuck.
The first thing we're going to need is a lot of pictures. Unfortunately, Harvard doesn't keep a public centralized Facebook, so I'm going to have to get all the images from the individual houses that people are in.
Interesting, man. Maybe this is where he got the idea for the name Facebook, at least, right?
I want to welcome you all to Phoenix Club's first party of the fall semester.
This is Phoenix Club, man. Bro, this place is nice.
It's definitely necessary to break out Emacs and modify that Perl script.
My man knows what he's doing. Hey, Mr. Garfield himself.
Hey, Mark.
Wardo,
You and Eric are split up.
how did you know that?
It's on your blog.
Eh.
Are you all right?
I need the algorithm used to rank chess players.
Are you okay?
We're ranking girls.
You mean other students?
Yeah.
You think this is such a good idea?
It's kind of
I
fucked
need the
up.
algorithm. I need the algorithm.
Give each girl a base rating of 1400. At any given time, girl A has a rating RA and girl B.
Taking notes, guys, whenever you see me looking down.
The right?
Yeah, still right.
The right?
It works.
Who should we send it to first?
Just a couple of people.
And those couple of people are gonna send it to a couple of people. Chain effect, man. Face Smash is the name of this website. This is not gonna bode well, man. This is gonna end up getting out there.
Right or left? Left is left. Yeah.
This shit spread so quick.
That's my roommate. This is pathetic.
Right.
See, the dudes love it. The girls, it's fucked up, man. It's condescending, you know.
He blogged about you.
Yeah.
You don't want to read it.
Yeah. Bro, he can't contain himself, man. He's got to get his shit out there.
Is this yours? I stole it from a tranny.
Get the hell out of here!
Yeah, it's that comment he made about the Victoria's Secret push-ups, right?
I think maybe we shouldn't shut it down before we get into trouble.
He's like, nah, this is great. This shit blew up.
Wait.
Is this somebody from the school? An administrator?
4 in the morning?
Well, there's a very unusual amount of traffic to the switch at Kirkland. This would be unusual for halftime at the Super Bowl.
That's crazy, dude. He literally crashed the network.
You don't think?
I do.
See, this everybody.
Bro, that's gotta feel good for him, you know what I mean? Like, not because of the website itself, but just because of the fact that he was able to bring that many people at once.
That's not what happened.
You weren't called in front of the administrative board.
Back at the bar with Erica Albright, she said all that? That I said that stuff to her.
I was reading from the transcript of her deposition.
Frankly, you did spend an awful lot of time embarrassing Mr. Zuckerberg with the girl's testimony from the bar.
I'm not embarrassed, she just made a lot of that up.
She was under oath.
Then I guess that would be the first time somebody's lied under oath.
He's got good comebacks, man. His mind's always going. It's so interesting to see this, you know? He's got his Mountain Dew there, too.
2,200 hits within 2 hours?
1,000.
And this was back in 2002, man, so this was early on.
He set up the whole website in one night. You did it while he was drunk. 22,000. How do you know he was drunk? He was blogging simultaneously.
Yep.
You know what I think? Way ahead of you.
This is our guy.
Cameron Winklevoss.
They want to recruit him.
Mr. Zuckerberg, this is an administrative board hearing.
My man rocking the slides with no socks.
I've already apologized in the Crimson to the ABHW, to Fuerza Latina, and to any women at Harvard who may have been insulted, as I take it that they were. As for any charges stemming from the breach of security, I believe I deserve some recognition from this board.
For being able to do it.
You deserve recognition.
I believe I've pointed out some pretty gaping holes in your system.
I'm in charge of security for all computers on the Harvard network, and I can assure you of its sophistication. In fact, it was that level of sophistication that led us to you in less than 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yes, sir.
That's
That
a
would be
long
impressive,
time.
Except if you had known what you were looking for, you would have seen it written on my dorm room window.
Yeah, it was literally written up there, the code, right? The algorithm.
Maybe you want DMA on your 16-bit system. Who knows? The first few pages are reserved for hardware flags.
Yeah.
Assume page table.
They're all mad at him.
And I see we have our first surrender. Brighter men than you have tried and failed with this class.
One valid bit, one modified bit, one reference bit, 5 permission bits.
He knows the answer, man. He's just hurt.
See how he got there.
It's because when he was making the site, he wasn't doing it with intention to make people feel bad or hurt them, right? He was doing it from another place. But with that note, he feels like it was with intention to hurt him, right? It's all about intention.
So what can I do for you? Did I insult your girlfriends?
No, he didn't. Actually, I don't know. Maybe we never asked. Maybe we should do that.
Eh.
No. We have an idea we want to talk to you about. You got a minute?
It's the crowd he wanted to be a part of.
We were really impressed with Face Match. When we checked you out, you also built Course Match.
I don't know Course Match.
You can go online and see what courses your friends are taking. It's really smart, man.
That's dope.
You invented something in high school too, right?
An app for an MP3 player that recognizes your taste in music.
Maybe you're trying to buy it?
Microsoft.
How much?
Didn't sell it, uploaded it for free.
For free?
Yeah.
Why?
Man of the people.
We've been working on it for a while, and we think it's great. It's called the Harvard Connection. You create your own page, interest, bio, friends, pics, and then people can go online, see your bio, request.
Yeah, how is that different from MySpace or Friendster?
Yep.
Harvard EDU is the most prestigious email address in the country. The whole site's kind of based on the idea that
Girls want to go with guys who go to Harvard.
Just like these groups and houses, right?
I mean, we need a gifted programmer who's creative, and we know that you've been taking it to shit.
This could help rehabilitate your image.
You would do that for me.
More so for them.
We'd like to work with you.
We would need you to build the site, write the code, and we'll provide all the
I'm in.
This is what he wanted. He wanted into the house, into the group.
When did you approach Mr. Savrin with the
Damn.
idea for the Facebook?
At a party at Alpha Epsilon Pi. It was Caribbean night.
So he had some time passed then, huh? Well, that's crazy. Imagine being in high school creating a program or an app, I think he said, and getting offered from Microsoft to buy it, and then just saying, nah, I'm just gonna upload it for free. I don't want no money. That's crazy.
Hey, Mark's here. Mark!
He doesn't want to hang out with them anymore.
I got punched by the Phoenix. Go to my first punch party tomorrow. So,
They both getting what they want.
I think I've come up with something. Come outside.
it's 20 degrees outside.
I can't stare at that loop of Niagara Falls, which has absolutely nothing to do with the Caribbean.
Dude's always paying attention to everything in the room.
People came to Face Mash in a stampede, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't because they saw pictures of hot girls. You can go anywhere on the internet and see pictures of hot girls.
Yeah.
It was because they saw pictures of girls that they knew. So why not build a website that offers that? Friends, pictures, profiles, whatever you can
Facebook.
visit, browser. I'm not talking about a dating site. I'm talking about taking the entire social experience of college and putting it online.
I can't feel my legs.
I know.
Eh.
I'm totally psyched about this too, but Wardo.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm just cold.
Exclusive.
I'm just cold.
There was nothing to hack. People were going to provide their own pictures, their own information. And people had the ability to invite or not invite their friends to join. See, in a world where social structure was everything, that was the thing. So I wondered why he was coming to me and not his roommates.
We're gonna need a little startup cash to rent the servers and get it online.
So that was why.
He needed money.
It probably was a diversity thing.
Damn.
So what? Suggesting I was jealous of Eduardo for getting punched by the Phoenix and began a plan to screw him out of a company I hadn't even invented yet.
Were you?
Gretchen. Jealous of Eduardo.
Oh, stop typing. We're off the record.
He already knows where she was going.
Big part of my life, but at the moment I could buy Mount Auburn Street, take the Phoenix Club, and turn it into my ping pong room.
I mean, even in high school, he didn't care about money, man. You know? He just wants to do his thing.
Did he mention Tyler Winklevoss, Cameron Winklevoss, Divya Narendra, or Harvard Connection?
Yes. He looked at what they had and decided it wasn't worth his time.
Are they trying to say he stole their idea?
Hey, Mark, I need a dedicated Linux box running Apache with a MySQL backend. It's going to cost a little more money.
How much more?
About 200 more.
Do it.
He's the investor.
I made the second cut.
You should be proud of that right there. Don't worry if you don't make it any further.
Belittling him, man. But again, he doesn't have a filter, you know?
I'll get out of here.
He's just so focused. He's so focused on Facebook and making it, right?
You had 42 days to study your system and get out ahead.
Do you see any of your code on Facebook?
Mark,
Did I use any of your code?
You stole our whole goddamn idea.
fellas.
You know, you really don't need a forensics team to get to the bottom of this. If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, you'd have invented Facebook.
Damn. Simple as that.
There is a girl in your art history class. Her name is Stephanie Addis. Do you happen to know if she has a boyfriend? Have you ever seen her with anyone?
He's like, bro, I do not care.
People don't walk around with a sign on them that says them.
Gonna add that to the site, whether you're single or in a relationship, right? He gets ideas from each person, little pieces, right? Or at least through talking to people. Maybe because he's the one who kind of said it, right? People don't go around with a sign on them saying that. He didn't ever mention that, but he got the idea talking to him, kind of, right? And this is probably when he adds your relationship status to Facebook.
Shit, that looks good. That looks really good.
But you're right. Relationship status. This This is what drives life in college. Are you having sex or aren't you? It's why people take certain classes and sit where they sit.
That is really good.
And that was it.
What do you mean?
It's ready.
It's ready?
Yeah, right now. That was it.
Ready to launch?
Eduardo Severin, co-founder and CFO.
Yeah.
You have no idea what that's gonna mean to my father.
Sure I do.
That's why he did it.
Get your laptop out. Because you get emails from everybody at the Phoenix. These guys know people, and I need their emails. Sure. Good.
Still doing it for him, man.
The site's live.
You know, let's go get a drink and celebrate.
Is he sleeping? Bro, finally at peace. He could finally stop working, dude. I wonder how many hours of sleep he got during the span of that kind of creation of Facebook.
7 different people spam me the same link. What is it? I don't know.
And this is probably when he first found out about Facebook, or the Facebook, right?
He stole our website. It's been live for more than 36 hours.
I mean, though, not really, because it's similar to, it's literally just similar like MySpace and stuff like he was saying. And he did have a lot of his own original ideas in it too.
Harvard.edu address to register.
Like that, I mean, I guess you could argue that's the part they stole. That you have to have that email address to register, right?
Who's your father's lawyer? This is in-house counsel. He's going to look at all this, and if he thinks it's appropriate, he'll send a cease and desist letter.
What's that gonna do?
What, do you want to hire an IP lawyer and sue him?
No, I want to hire the Sopranos to beat the shit out of him with a hammer.
We don't even have to do that. That's right. We do it ourselves. They wrote Zuckerberg said he hoped the privacy options would help restore his reputation following student outrage over FaceSmash.com.
Helps him with the face smash stuff too.
During the time when you say you had this idea, did you know Tyler and Cameron came from a family of means? Did you know their father was wealthy?
So he could have went to them for the investment instead of Eduardo.
I went to my friend for the money because that's who I wanted to be partners with. Eduardo was the president of the Harvard Investors Association, and he was also my best friend.
He's not here anymore. Money does things to people, man.
So I need deals. Is that Mark Zuckerberg?
They could save me 1K. Is that?
It's both of ours.
I think I recognize her, bro. Did she play in Sweet Life? I can't remember her name. Brenda Songs? Am I tripping?
Excuse me, Mark? Awesome job with the Facebook. Awesome job.
Thanks.
Dude, they're all kissing his ass now.
And I showed up late. I don't even know who the speaker was.
It's Bill Gates.
Shit.
Bro, maybe Eduardo just ended up getting jealous. You know what I mean? Because he already had money, right?
You can't tell Bill Gates is in front of you for an hour? I think we got to Harvard on a
I
dinner.
wasn't wearing my contacts. To be fair, if you got shitty eyesight, I'm there. I don't have glasses on. I can't see you from 5 feet away.
This one will be finished.
It won't be finished. That's the point. The way fashion's never finished.
What?
Fashion.
Always
fashion
evolving.
is never finished.
You're talking about fashion, really?
I'm talking about the idea of it, and I'm saying that it's never finished.
Okay, but they managed to make money selling pants.
I mean, he did invest his own money, so obviously he wants to make money from it.
When did you get this?
About 10 days ago, right after we launched the site.
The Winklevoss twins are saying that you stole their idea.
I find that to be a little more than mildly annoying.
Oh, well, they find it to be intellectual property theft. Look, why didn't you show this to me?
It was addressed to me.
They're saying that we stole the Facebook from Divya Narendra and the Winklevoss.
I know what it says.
Did we?
Okay, they came to me with an idea. I had a better one.
Why didn't you show me this letter?
I didn't think it was a big deal.
Because he didn't use their code, so he's like, they can't really fully prove it, right?
I think if your clients want to sit on my shoulders and call themselves tall, they have a right to give it a try, but there's no requirement that I enjoy sitting here listening to people lie.
Damn.
You have part of my attention. You have the minimum amount.
Damn.
The rest of my attention is back at the offices of Facebook, where my colleagues and I are doing things that no one in this room, including and especially your clients, are intellectually or creatively capable of doing.
Damn.
Did I adequately answer your condescending question?
Oh! Bro, he don't give a fuck, man.
I have 12:45. Why don't we say that's lunch?
Back at 2:30.
I love this, man. This is great. But I mean, it's like you could argue the same. The main thing, like you could argue he stole is the exclusivity of it, right? Using the Harvard emails. Other than that, you could argue that they stole the idea from MySpace, right? Like it's not the first social network created. Same comparison he made with the chair, you know? He's doing Facebook shit here still. This is his lunch, man.
Salad.
No, thank you.
This must be hard.
Who are you?
You must really hate the Winklevosses.
I don't hate anybody.
All
The
business.
Winklevi aren't suing me for intellectual property theft. They are suing me because for the first time in their lives, things didn't work out the way they were supposed to for them.
They got told no.
Harvard Student Handbook. Every freshman is issued one of these, and somewhere in this book it says you can't steal from another student.
But I mean, if he does expand, right, to the other places, it's no longer an exclusive to Harvard, which is what their kind of idea originally was, right?
I'm late for biochem. You don't know my name, do you?
Is it Stanford?
I should just kick your ass. How do you go to a party and you meet
Amelia
somebody?
Ritter, but you prefer Amy. You're from Orinda, your father's in commercial real estate, and your mother's 10 years sober.
What's my major?
Trombone.
Really?
Remember something about a trombone?
Tu fais l'amour à la jolie fille et la nette.
French.
Oui?
Your major's French.
And yours?
Mine? I don't have one.
Where did you go to school?
William Taft Elementary for a little while.
Seriously? You're not like 15 years old or anything, are you?
No. Well, you're not like 15, are you?
No. So what do you do?
He's like, thank God.
That I'm an entrepreneur.
Well, then what was your latest preneur?
Well, I founded an internet company that let folks download and share music for free.
Kind of like Napster?
Exactly, like Napster.
What do you mean?
It is
I founded
Napster.
Sean Parker founded Napster.
Nice to meet you.
I just slept with Sean Parker.
You just slept on Sean Parker.
You're a zillionaire.
Not technically.
What are you?
Broke. You mind if I check my email?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, is he gonna see Facebook? Bro, you see the difference nowadays? Yep, he sees it because she has one. You see the difference nowadays, right? To back then. Back then, you call yourself an entrepreneur. They're like, so you're unemployed. Nowadays, you say entrepreneur. People are, oh, dope. What do? You do this, you do that. Everybody's an entrepreneur nowadays.
The Facebook? Stanford's had it for like 2 weeks now. It's really awesome, except it's freakishly addictive. Seriously, I'm on
You should
like 5 times a day.
see TikTok.
Send myself an email?
Yeah, is everything okay?
Everything's great. Mark Zuckerberg.
Students are required to respect public and private ownership, and instances of theft, misappropriation,
And
Yes, sir.
punch me in the face. Go ahead.
They're like, we really shouldn't have come.
This isn't petty larceny. This idea is potentially worth millions of dollars.
Millions?
Yes.
You might just be letting your imaginations run away with you. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Or you could take the Harvard Student Handbook and tie. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
He's like, I told you we shouldn't have come here, but I mean, he's telling them like, if you wanna handle it, take it to court, right? Because he can't make that decision on his own, and
135-year-old doorknob.
he can't make that decision on his own and just kick Mark out of school because you guys, you know, you got to go prove that in court.
I'm Sean Parker. What do you do? You must be Eduardo and Christy and Mark.
From that point on, it was a Sean-a-thon.
Just putting on a show, doing crazy shit, trying to impress them.
The question was, what did you talk about?
It's quite crazy switching back and forth between the two different cases, right?
The Facebook is cool. That's what it's got going for it.
Yeah.
You don't want to ruin it with ads because ads aren't cool.
Exactly.
He was all on Mark's side.
You? $1 billion.
Yeah, you got to shoot for the stars, man.
He owned Mark after that dinner.
Because he
He
agreed
picked
with
up
a
the
lot
check,
of
he
the
told
stuff.
Mark they'd talk again soon, but not before he made his biggest contribution to the company.
What'd he give him? How much?
Drop the. Just Facebook. It's clean.
100% it's cleaner. Maybe that's just because that's what I'm used to since Facebook's been around for so long. Damn, man. I mean, he agreed with a lot of the stuff Mark wanted, right? Similar ideas and similar thought process.
You never did anything to embarrass the company or even seriously jeopardize it?
No.
No?
What do you got?
No.
You were accused of animal cruelty.
Jesus Christ.
I can't have this,
Oh,
Wardo.
come on, man. This is bullshit. This is another club playing a prank. I'd
What
gotten
happened?
into the Phoenix. I'd been accepted, and as part of my initiation, I had to, for 1 week, carry with me at all times and take care of a chicken.
They identify you as one of the founders of Facebook, Junior Eduardo Savern. I'm not the expert.
What I took little pieces of chicken and I gave it to the chicken. Damn. Someone must have seen me because the next thing I knew I was being accused of forced cannibalism.
That
I
is
didn't
crazy.
know. You couldn't do that. I dealt with the various animal rights groups. I dealt with the associate dean of the college. This was all resolved.
You could have fed him anything, man. Anything else. Bread, some corn, some mashed potato. You got to have something other than chicken there.
The drugs, the girls.
We don't know that any of that's true.
You can read about it.
And I can read about you torturing birds. Since when does reading
They
about
don't
something...
fish! Eat other fish! The marlins and the trout! What's he talking about?
I'm interviewing interns at 10 tomorrow night in the CS lab. Get on board with this, man.
That is a fat chicken, man. That boy thick.
Every 10th line of code written, they have to drink a shot. And hacking's supposed to be stealth, so every time the server detects an intrusion, the candidate responsible has to drink a shot. Plus, every 3 minutes, they all have to drink a shot.
Damn! Bro, you gonna kill him? Give him alcohol poisoning.
Welcome to Facebook.
Damn. Good vibes and good times.
Where's Eduardo?
He got an internship in New York.
Eduardo didn't come out.
He said he went there for advertising, not for an internship. He said he went there to generate interest in advertisers, right? It's crazy seeing this story, though, man. I wonder how accurate this actually is to everything that happened, right? Oh, they catching up. I was going to say, they getting gapped. The music's perfect for it, dude. They lost that. Everything's going downhill for them. They lost the rowing competition. They lost the website.
That was a tough beat.
I'm sorry that you and Mom had to fly all the way out here to see
No,
that.
don't ever apologize to me for losing a race like that. Don't ever apologize to anyone for losing a race like that. Boys?
Good father.
I just had a phone chat with my daughter. She told me that she and her friends were already talking about the race, which they'd just seen via their computers.
Facebook?
A new website called Facebook. Do you have this in America?
I'm gonna find your mother.
That is just rubbing it in, man. Salt in the wound.
States. No, Cambridge. Majoring in French literature. I wasn't aware there was such a thing.
And they have Facebook at Cambridge.
This is when they expanded to another continent, right?
Screw it.
Let's do it.
Let's gut the freaking nerd.
And this is when it all started. It took them a long time to go through with it, though. But it was probably also all part of a build-up, right? Since they had just lost that race, too.
Dude, somebody's at the door.
It's not a dish.
Oh, is this going to be Eduardo? Did he show up? Yup.
I'm gonna call you back.
Damn.
What's up? Mark was supposed to pick me up at the airport an hour ago. I've been calling his cell.
He was on a 36-hour coding tear, so he took a nap for a couple of hours.
He's like, what is going on?
How old are they, Sean?
It's not polite to ask.
Sean, how old are they?
Damn.
I'm the business end of this company. And he is a house guest living here rent-free on a very generous grant from the Eduardo Saverin Foundation.
I heard about your big-ticket ad buys. Gary's tuxedos,
Hey, man.
Harvard bartending course. You're just a small step away from bagging Snooki's cookies. I can feel it.
It's time to scrap.
How's the internship? How's Christy?
Mark, Jesus, I quit the internship. We talked about this on the phone. I quit my first day.
Ah.
Insanely jealous. She's irrational, and I'm frightened of her.
Still, it's nice you have a girlfriend.
It's about right.
I do not want that guy. Did you hear what I just
The
said?
connections, the energy.
Mark, you got it.
I'm afraid if you don't come out here, you're gonna get left behind.
Damn.
I need you out here. Please don't tell him I said that.
What did you just say?
It's moving faster than any of us ever imagined.
What did you mean, get left behind?
The hard conversation you gotta have. I get where he's coming from. Like, if it ain't working, it ain't working.
Existing checks and lines of credit.
May I see some ID, please?
Yeah, sure.
Cutting off his funds. I get where they're both coming from, dude. It's like you got two different directions that they want to take the company in two different ways they think they can grow it best.
Congratulations. We're gonna start you off with a $500,000 investment. Maurice.
So he don't even need Eduardo's money, so it don't matter that he's freezing that stuff.
Let me ask you something. Who's Eduardo Saverin?
Ooh, this is probably when he really got pushed out.
Peter Thiel just made an angel investment of $500,000.
What?
He's like, you don't need my money anymore.
They want to reincorporate the company. They want to meet you. They need your signature on some documents, so you gotta get your ass on the first flight back to San Francisco. I need my CFO.
Fuck Christy, bro.
I'm on my way.
Eduardo.
Yeah?
We did it.
Word up?
Ah!
You're going back there already?
Bro, this bitch is psycho.
And also, I'm breaking up with you.
Yes. You're going back there already? What? Yes. Anything to get away from you.
So how many shares of stock will I own?
1,328,334. Jesus Christ. That represents a 34.4% ownership share.
You should know that Mark has already taken his percentage from 60 down to 51.
Oh.
He gave it to Sean.
Would you like to use my pen?
Eduardo?
I hope he really did read all those papers and he doesn't get screwed out of it.
It was insanely stupid of me not to have my own lawyers look over all.
He didn't.
In all
Why would
honesty,
you
I thought
not?
they were my lawyers.
After everything that happened, why would you not, man? There's no way you could have signed that. He getting screwed over, huh?
What is this?
Well, as you know, we had some new investors that have come in.
What is this?
Is he getting kind of pushed out?
Mark!
He's wired in.
Sorry?
He's wired in.
Is he?
Yes.
How about now? You still wired in? You issued 24 million new shares of stock.
What was Mr. Zuckerberg's ownership share diluted down to?
It wasn't.
What was Sean Parker's ownership share diluted down to?
It wasn't.
Is got screwed over, huh?
And what was your ownership share diluted down to?
Less than 5?
0.03%.
Damn! Literally booted him, basically.
Tell me this isn't about me getting into the Phoenix.
Damn.
And I knew you did it. You planted that story about the chicken. I didn't plant the story about the chicken.
What's he talking about?
Did he?
Seriously, what the hell's the chicken?
You better lawyer up, asshole. Because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
Damn. I don't blame him no more, man. Again, I wonder how much of this is actually like accurate and true.
What's the package? Nothing.
There is a mill. Maybe it was something for him and Eduardo, right? A little celebration for him, but obviously things went wrong.
I spend hours watching what people do when they log on.
Oh shit, he's about to get caught with this, huh?
Attention, please.
Yep.
Time for you to go home.
It's the cops.
Yep. Yep. Because he wiped it off her chest.
Interns.
It was just a party.
It's gonna be online any second.
Yep. Tarnishing Facebook's name.
Somebody sent the coke in there because it got in there. You believe me?
Bro, you brought the coke, I'm sure. Them old flip phones, man. He's gonna get the boot. I'm CEO, bitch. That's what came in the Facebook thing, huh? Is he gonna do it? Ooh. Man, it's crazy. That's that old Facebook shit too. That's that throwback. Received a settlement of $65 million. Damn, so they did get their money after suing the twins. Eduardo received an unknown settlement. His name has been restored to the Facebook masthead as co-founder. Damn, so they used the exact same names and everything. So I wonder how accurate this really is then, huh? It's probably pretty close. The youngest billionaire in the world, man. I heard he recently won a BJJ tournament, man. He's been practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I heard he recently competed in 1-on-1. The Social Network from 2010 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like the main reason they kind of won in that case is because of the fact that he registered, you know, the names through registered the people on there through Harvard first, because that was more so their idea. Because social networks were already a thing. They discussed it, right? There was MySpace and then there was one other one and stuff. And I'm sure there was other smaller companies around at that time that did, you know, social networks online. The main core thing that he kind of did steal from them was making it exclusive to Harvard and then kind of slowly expanding. So I feel like that in particular is the main reason they kind of won that case and they ended up settling. And on top of that, Mark did have all those emails with them and he did kind of lead them on for a while rather than just being honest with them up front and being like, nah, I'm gonna go do my own thing type deal, right? Because maybe if he did that, it would be a little bit different. But I feel like even at that point, you know, it was too late. The second they told him about the idea and it being exclusive to Harvard and stuff like that is what kind of, you know, secured it for them, so to speak, right? We started out the story, he wanted to be part of Phoenix Club and, you know, all the ones that are super prestigious and super exclusive and whatnot. So he kind of made his own online thing where it's like this school is a part of it, but none of the other schools or other people can be. And they slowly expand more and more. And now Facebook, who knows how many fucking millions of users are on that shit. And it's crazy because it's really grown into something else. Again, I don't know how accurate this is to all the stuff that originally happened. I wonder if Mark Zuckerberg has actually even seen this movie, or if he, you know, chose not to see it or what. Things start to change, and sometimes the business takes precedent over the friendship, which, I mean, you obviously have to do once you get to a certain size in a company, but it sucks because sometimes friendships get driven apart. Like even you see with some YouTube channels, right? YouTube channels that start out with their friends, you know, a group or whatever. Sometimes you see after a couple years, one of those people suddenly aren't in the videos anymore, this and that. And it's like, damn, kind of know what happened, right? Fantastic movie. Great actors too, great cast. Andrew Garfield, I gotta dive into his catalog more, man, because I love seeing him in Spider-Man. I love seeing him in this. He's a fantastic actor. I think he was in Hacksaw Ridge. Yeah. He was in Hacksaw Ridge, so maybe we'll have to check that out soon. It's been a minute since I've done some war movies on the channel, but he's a fantastic actor. The dude who played Mark in this, he's a great actor too. I haven't seen him in a ton of stuff, but I know I've seen him in Zombieland. I need to check out Zombieland Double Tap as well. Like I said, man, fantastic movie, and stuff like this is inspirational to me. You know, seeing how something starts out so small and grows into something so big, and you never know what's going to come of an idea, right? So many people nowadays are just focused on like, what can I do to make money? What can I do to get to become a millionaire? Rather than what do I enjoy doing? What will be fun to do? What am I interested in? What is cool to do for me? And then eventually just doing that so much, it generates income on its own like this. But regardless, guys, fantastic movie. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys enjoyed this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to a bunch of other stuff I'm doing. If you guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, guys? I hope you all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below what is something you guys want to see me react to next on the channel. I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Alexander Collins, and the homie Christopher Larimer. Your guys' support is much appreciated. If you guys haven't already and you do want to join the Patreon family, the link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. You get early access to a bunch of videos, up to 2, sometimes even 3 weeks in advance, full-length reactions, and you get to participate in polls to help decide what we do and what we react to on the channel. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.